Hey everybody, it's Connie again with the Artisan Company. Welcome back. Oh my gosh, I hope you're having a great day. If my face looks a little red today, it's because I just ate some Thai soup that my husband made, and I don't know what he put in it, but it lit me up. So my face is a little red still, but anyway, I worked on another necklace for a guy, and I wasn't going to show it. I'm working on a third one now, and I wasn't going to show this one. I was just going to show the third one. But I decided to go ahead and share what I did with you guys on the second one that I worked on a few days ago. It's already finished, so I'm going to drop back and punt. So give me a minute, and I'll turn the camera around and show you what I did. Well, here we go. I am back here with this little project that I finished. This is a bone and crow bead with metal necklace. It's 20 inches long is what I decided to do, because most guys like 18, 20, 22, around in there. But what I did on this one was I picked out my pieces of bone, and this bone is 2 colors, just so you'll know, and it's about an inch, roughly. Yes, this is about an inch. Yes, so back to what I was saying. I'm telling you, man, the Thai soup has wrecked me. Okay, but I got a 1-inch bone here, and what I decided to do was to accent the black that's in this piece of bone. So I chose black glass crow beads to put on each side of this. Then I decided I was going to add copper to this, because, you know, it's one of my trademarks. I mix metals all the time. I just think it's beautiful. It makes things pop, different things pop. So I took a smaller crow bead. This is about a 5 millimeter right here. And I flanked the copper with the red. And it's kind of not it's not a bright red. It's kind of a currant color, like a, you know, like the fruit. So it's kind of that color, and it makes the copper pop. Now, when I got up here on this one, the silver, I decided to do just the black on either side of that, because that helps the silver to pop. So I come down here to the middle, and I've got a larger copper bead here in the center, and I decided not to bring the red currant color all the way down, because I wanted a focal point right here. So that's why I didn't bring the red down and make it red all the way around. I just want the red to be accent areas. Okay, so I come back up here to the top. I finish out the top up here with the same pattern as I did down here, and finished it off with the silver and the copper with a beautiful hook and eye clasp. Because remember, guys, it's easier for guys to have an S clasp or a hook and eye or something like that, rather than a lobster claw or something of that nature. Their hands are a little bigger than ours, so they kind of tend to work better if they have something more simple. I also did this one with the sinew, which is this right here, the artificial sinew. And because of I just wanted it to be stronger. So I strung that on that. And when I got up here to the clasp part, I tied it off on each side. I tied it off. I ran some of the excess back through to about right here, what I had left. Then remember in the bracelet video that we did, I had to burn off the wax off the sinew part. So I took my lighter right here and I lit it, and I just barely burnt the edge, as you can see right there. Just barely burnt that edge right there, so that it burned the wax off. It sets the sinew so that it doesn't come untied. And then I took a little tiny dot of super glue, or you can use a jeweler's glue, doesn't matter, either one, but it only takes an itty bitty tiny dot. And if you use a super glue, do not use the fast running. You want the gel super glue. And I put a little dot on that right there, those little black pieces of sinew. And then I took a toothpick and I kind of worked it around like if this is my toothpick. I put the dot on there and then I just spread it very gently around on both sides, got the excess off, and then let it dry. Because you don't want a whole lot on there, because it, you know, sometimes it'll get crusty and it'll scratch your neck, so you don't want that. And remember what we did in the other video, also when we did the bracelet video, how we took the sinew and took it and twirled it, remember? Like this. I got to get it started. All right, there it goes. And you twirl it to make a little piece of thread out of it. So it's not fat and flat like this. You want it to be thin, like a beading wire. And voila. So we learned that in the bracelet thing. So we also applied that to this. The burn off we learned at the bracelet, and we applied it to this as well. Now, one of the things that I did with this one, that when I started doing these, gosh, 30 years ago maybe now, 25, 30, what I didn't do then that I do now, just because you know how it is when you start working on something, and as you go and you learn, you just kind of learn things that you go, oh, that's a better way of doing that. This is one of those things. Because the crow beads have such large holes in them, what I've done is I have taken a little tiny, I don't know if you can see it or not on there, but there's a little tiny bead cap right in there. It kind of, that one looks copper. I mixed copper and silver in here because it does give you just a little sliver of light. So I was strategic about what color I chose. But there's a little tiny bead cap right in there between these two to help anchor that large hole. And it works beautifully. You may be able to see it in this one a little better. There's one right there, and there's one right there, one right there, and one right there, and one also on that side. So it helps to anchor the larger hole beads in place too. So that was just something I learned as I was going over the years making this style of necklace. It just works. So anyway, this one will be in the store Wednesday, but kind of a Southwest look to it for a man. Hope you enjoyed that. It was a quickie. I wasn't planning on showing you that, but I thought I'd better go ahead and do that. And I'm working on another one for a man right now, and I'll show you the steps in that one when I do that one. So you guys have a great day, and oh my goodness, go eat some Thai soup. It'll open your sinuses right up. Bye, y'all.